This August 4th, Dambe Warriors returns to Lagos. Tune in to Dambe Warriors Facebook or YouTube live streams at 4 p.m. to witness all of the action surrounding Africa's fastest growing combat sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, you're welcome to Dambe Warriors Circuit 515 live here at the Gidan Dambe in Alabarago, the beautiful city of Lagos. We are proudly brought to you by Pop Cola, Power Oil, MTN, Hypo, Hero Hunter Bikes, Infinite Power Energy Drink, Bet Niger, Optimus by Afri Invest, and ICO Insurance Multi-Shield Healthcare. Our fights today are proudly powered by Cloud9 Sports, a very charismatic Alabarago in the middle of the ring. As we see the drummers now drumming up the atmosphere. We can see some unscrupulous entities getting checked, getting warned as we see our fighters come out into the ring. Dogon Messi right there in the middle of your screens. Middleweight category. Ramadan Garba, Dan Nigeria, Daniel Tula, Yasanda, and Ali Kanin Bello. Giving the fans something to cheer. All of these fighters probably from the same house, out now.
Ramadan na gaisuwa to za mu je ga yan damban kudawa, za mu je ga yan dambe na kudawa. Dogon ginga
and the heavyweight champion Dogo Metakosara right there in the middle of the ring. To a lot of cheers from the crowd. Yahaya Tarasa also, Manu Garkuwa Chindo, Garkuwa Kuruma, and Bahagan Zayanu. As you see the crowd cheering for their favorites. The fighters from the house of Gurumada, Dogo Metakwasara, Bahagan Zayanu, Manu Garkuwan Chindo, Garkuwa Kuruma, stepping out to get the crowd going. We expect now to see fighters from House Kudu, as we saw House Jamos earlier. fighters from House Jamos now. Garkuwa Dutse, Zazu, Shaban, Autan Kudawa, and Yar Magi. We've just seen them from House Kudu display for the fans. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just seen our fighters display the heritage of Dambe warriors, all of them representing their different houses, but in different weight classes. We are looking at close-up shots now of House of Kudu, Zazu, Shaban, Garkuwa Dutse, Yarmage, all sporting very colorful hairstyles representing House Kudu, but are in different weight classes. Shaban in middleweight category, Zazu in the middleweight category. Now we're looking at the Gurumada House, Manu Garkuwa Chindo and Bahagan Zayanu. My name is Kolamide. Check us out on social media. It's Dambe Warriors across all platforms. All right, we're preparing now to see the first fight. Adam Abubakar, our announcer.
Magoya bayan dambe na birnin Lagos. Muna muku barka zuwa wasa na 15 a gasar Dambe Warriors. Kuma kafin mu ci gaba ya kamata mu san cewa akwai waɗanda suke ɗaukar nauyin wannan Dambe Warriors da muke kawo muku, wanda kamar da muka sani muna da wato bangarori guda uku, tun daga heavyweight da middleweight da kuma lightweight. Don haka
we're preparing now to see the likes of Bahagan Zayanu.
Sannan akwai MTN, akwai Hypo, da kuma Hunter Bikes, da Infinite Power Energy Drinks, Bet Neja, Opto by April Invest, da kuma Icom Montreal Healthcare. Wanda kuma wasan da za a buga ɗaukar nauyin wannan wasa shine wato Club Now Sport, wanda zan fafata a wannan wuri kamar yadda aka dukkan ƴan daman kowa ya zauna. Daga bangaren kudu, inda za mu je jihar Kano mu ɗauko matashin ɗan dambe mai nauyin wato mai tsayin mita 5.8 da kuma nauyin kilogram a 67, kuma ɗan dambe daga ɓangaren kudu muna gabatar muku da Autan Kudawa.
And as we see,
Autan Kudawa.
The announcer has just announced our first bout. The first fighters, Autan Kudawa. Autan Kudawa, ladies and gentlemen, from Kano State, stands at 5 foot 8 inches. 5 foot 8 inches, weighs 67 kg. We see him in the middle of the ring with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. Autan Kudawa currently in 3rd place, looking for a wonderful performance to get him into the super fight this season. Autan Kudawa. And his opponent, Bahagan Zayanu. Bahagan Zayanu, ladies and gentlemen, from Kebbi State, stands at 5 foot 2 inches. Weighs 62 kg with 1 win and 3 losses. Shocking for the caliber of fighter that Bahagan Zayanu is. He usually is a lot better, but this season has not been in best of form. Was the former champion in season 1 of the lightweight category, but right now he's languishing in 6th place and even risks getting relegated. Altan Kudawa versus Bahagan Zayanu. As we see their head-to-head, Altan Kudawa is the taller of both fighters with a season record of 2 wins and 2 losses. He strikes with his right fist, and his opponent Bahagan Zayanu usually in the top half of the table, but currently he is the bottom of the table, which tells you the kind of season Bahagan Zayanu is having.
Kisa a Dambe Warriors akwai technical knockout da muke magana, akwai kuma knockout, sannan kuma akwai points. Saboda na san yan kallo za ku so ku kalli wannan fada, amma saboda wato matsalar da aka samu daga Bahagon Zayanu na da wato ya samu matsala a fadan da ya faru a jihar Nasarawa. Wannan muna kiran shi kamar yadda dokar wasan take, don haka da wannan ka'idoji ne za a bayyana Autan Kudawa a matsayin wanda ya nasara a wato abinda muka kira da technical knockout, don haka Autan Kudawa shine winner.
All right, as we've just seen, due to a technical knockout, Altan Kudawa has just been announced as the winner of this first bout. So without competing, Bahagan Zayanu has automatically lost this one, as Altan Kudawa has just won. Which should be
ya ci wasa guda biyu, ya rasa wasa guda biyu. Masu kallo daga bangaren Jamus muna gabatar muku da Aljanin Bahagon Nasarawa.
Aljanin Nasarawa has just been announced, ladies and gentlemen. From Niger State, stands at 5'5" and weighs 61 kg. This season has 2 wins and 2 losses. From the house of Jamus, Aljanin Nasarawa, recently just promoted into the lightweight division, but has put down his foot and made something of a name for himself. Strikes with his right hand, stands at 5'5" with a reach of 5'6", but he's a force to be reckoned with.
Masu kallon mu sai kuma abokin fafatawarsa inda za mu je jihar Kebbi mu kawo muku matashin ɗan dambe mai tsayin mita 5.7 sannan mai nauyin keji 64 ya rasa wasanni guda biyu daga bangaren gurmada. Muna gabatar muku da garkuwar kurma.
Garkuwa Kuruma, his opponent, has just been announced now from Kebbi State. Stands at 5'7" and weighs 64 kg with 2 wins and 2 losses. And off we go for round 1. Nasarawa in house Jamus. Both fighters now looking very steady on in. Little or no action in the beginning moments of this fight, as we see Kuruma reaching out, trying to grapple, but nice shimmy move there by Nasarawa. Both of these fighters are new, but we see Kuruma throwing a jab that doesn't quite connect. They're very aware that if they don't like but Kuruma, we see action there from Kuruma. Tense exchange now. As Nasarawa now himself, but doesn't quite connect with Kuruma. Garkuwa Kuruma now advancing on his opponents, but Nasarawa is doing his best to stay out of harm's way. Both fighters, you can see, stretching their arms, trying to get in each other's faces, trying to distract, as we see Kuruma throwing an overhead lunge there. But nothing quite connecting yet, but a jab to the side of the head there by Kuruma. Nice jab again, Al-Janin returning with a kick. A swift kick there by Al-Janin Nasarawa. As Garkuwa Kuruma tries to regain balance. Heavy round one, as we see both of the fighters trying to make sense of each other's strategy. Al-Janin Bahaga Nasarawa rushes in, but quickly steps back. But now Kuruma is able to land that punch, the elusive blow. Again, we see Nasarawa going in. Nasarawa is growing in strength in this match. Garkuwa Kuruma also trying to invent a new strategy because it's been on Nasarawa this first round. Bahaga Nasarawa in the blue shorts as the referee brings round one to an end. As we saw there, Bahaga Nasarawa tried his best to make sure that he was fully on the offensive. Kuruma tried a different strategy, didn't seem to work, and halfway through the round tried to invent something, but you can see he's getting a talking to by his coach. As we prepare for round two. Bouts here in Gidan Dambe, Alabarago. Nasarawa versus Kuruma. The two newcomers in the lightweight division going up against each other. Nasarawa is currently in 4th place and Kuruma is in 5th. Nasarawa will be looking to get into maybe the 2nd place. It's going to be hard because Manu Garkuwa Chindo has done a wonderful job to be in those top 2 positions, and of course he has to contest with Yarmage if he does make it to the super fight. Little or no action in this round 2 so far. Little feint there by Nasarawa, but a wonderful jab to the side of the jaw from Kuruma. Kuruma now understanding his opponent better, trying to employ a new strategy. Interesting to see what is going on wonder what's going on in their minds, because Dambe is a sport, it's contact sport, but very much also an intellectual one. You need your body and your mind to be sharp, to be alert. And that's exactly what Kuruma is trying to do, stay alert on his feet. But we can see Nasarawa bobbing and weaving, trying to land a connecting punch. He throws that lunge, but doesn't quite connect. Bahagan Nasarawa doing his best, as you see the faces, to distract, distort the view. Garkuwa Kuruma has to do something spectacular to get something out of this round 2. But fortunately, Nasarawa has read all his moves. And the referee brings round 2 to a close. From my point of view, it's been all Nasarawa in this bout as we prepare for round 3. Garkuwa Kuruma. Both fighters now with hands in each other's faces, but Nasarawa trying to evade all of Kuruma's tactics. You see a body shot there by Kuruma, trying to weaken his opponents. Interesting tactic by Kuruma, who goes for the shoulder, but now he seems to be dominating punch after punch. Wonder what Kuruma's strategy is, but it seems to be working as he lunges in. Kuruma all over Nasarawa right now, but Nasarawa is returning the energy, and we can see the crowd getting antsy with a kick there by Nasarawa. Kuruma returning the favor. The energy in the arena now getting amped up. Garkuwa Kuruma seems to have reserved some energy in the tank as he's giving it his all here in the third round. Bahagan Nasarawa seems to be struggling a little bit, still standing on his feet, still holding his own. But evading wonderful uppercut there by Kuruma. Another jab to the set. The fans cheering him on in the Gidan Dambe here in Alabarago in Lagos State. Hand to the face, doesn't matter. Garkuwa Kuruma throwing a body shot there. Aljanin Nasarawa now, the fighter that is all over the place, running. How many minutes, how many seconds are left? Unfortunately for Kuruma, it's all over. Is that enough? We will find out as we await the collation from the judges. We see our announcer, Adam Abubakar, getting into the ring. Wonderful exchange there, wonderful game, wonderful matchup between Garkuwa Kuruma and Al Janin. You can see the crowd now expectant as we look back to the replay. Adam Abubakar now collating results.
Masu kallon mu kamar da aka wannan gumuzu da aka fafata turmi ɗaya har guda uku tsakanin Aljanin Bahago Nasarawa da Garkuwar Kurma. Makin shine kamar haka. Garkuwar Kurma na da maki 85. Aljanin Bahago Nasarawa na da maki 88. Aljanin Bahago Nasarawa.
Aljanin Nasarawa has just been announced as the winner in that very competitive fight, and you can tell that he put his all into it. I mean, Garkuwa Kuruma came back in the third round trying to make something out of it, but Aljanin had already done the damage in the first 2 rounds. And we're going to be hearing from the Warrior very shortly. You can see the excitement from the fans in the studio. Some in the arena, beg your pardon. Some agreeing, some disappointed. But the game must go on. Our second fight of the CF15. Al Janin Bahagan Nasarawa.
Aljanin Bahago Nasarawa kai nasara akan Garkuwar Kurma, ya kaji.
Gaskiya na ji daɗi sosai.
Dama kai tsammanin damban shi haka ko kuma abin jiya mate.
Gaskiya ban so mai gaskiya. Knockout na so in.
Kuma an ga yana taraka ka ba ganin cewa kawai nasara ce.
To ai ba girma bane da ba ko zuciya ne.
ya kake ji sannan kuma wani shiri kai wa wasan gaba in Allah sa ka je mataki na
da na yi gaba gaskiya ba na so in cire mutum da kawai na kawo nake so yi kuma masu bibiyan mu wannan damban gaskiya a ci gaba da bibiyan mu sosai na gode masu ya
ta masu kallon mu za mu je ga tsari daga makamai da aka ji bayan nasar da aljanin bago nasarawa ya samu daga wato garko kurma.
Bahagan Yatsanda versus Bahagan Dan Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. 5th versus 6th place in the first bout of the middleweight category.
Salaka Bago and Nigeria.
Dan Nigeria, Salaka Dan Nigeria now getting introduced to us as one of the contestants for the next bout. Dan Nigeria comes from Kaduna State, weighs 70 kg with a record of 1 win and 3 losses this season. Salaka Bahagan Dan Nigeria, and is currently in 5th place, so he risks getting eliminated. Weighs 70 kg, stands at 5 foot 6 inches with a reach of 5'9". His dominant striking hand is the left hand, and he's doing really badly this season.
Abokin fafatawar shi ma daga bangaren wato daga jihar Kaduna mai tsayin mita 5.9 sannan mai nauyin keji wato 73 wanda shi ma ya faɗi wasanni guda 4 a wasannin da ya buga daga bangaren Jamus dai muna gabatar muku da Bahagon 'yan sanda.
His opponent, Bahagan Yansanda, comes from Kaduna State also, stands at 5'9" and weighs 73 kg. Unfortunately, is yet to have a win this season with a season record of 4 losses and 0 wins. Bahagan Yansanda will be yearning for at least a win today in the last bout of the circuit of season 3, second fight 15. Unfortunately, it already means that he's relegated. Off we go in round 1. Dan Nigeria versus Yansanda. Early exchanges here, and the cap already knocked off Dan Nigeria, but Yansanda seems to be nursing an injury. Something seems to have happened to the fighter. Can he continue? Seems to be taking off his Kara fist. We hope that he's okay. Yansanda seemingly cannot continue the fight because of an injury or something happening in his fist.
Mr. Mario. Body warriors. Body warriors. Injury.
And it seems that Dan Nigeria would be automatically announced as the winner of this bout. What happened to his fist? If it was an injury, if it was a dislocation, we have no idea, but...
Masu kallon mu, kamar da wagani abin da ya faru a gabanku, fafatawa tsakanin Bahagon 'yan sanda da Salaka Bahagon ɗan Najeriya a cikin 'yan daƙiƙoƙi da farawa, Bahagon 'yan sanda ya samu matsala a hannu, wanda kamar da kuka sani muna kiran shi technical knockout. Likita zai ce yi wasa ko kai wasa, don haka ba zai iya ci gaba da wasan ba.
Dan Nigeria has just been announced as the winner of that last bout via technical knockout. The energetic and very charismatic Zazu stepping into the ring now. Zazu, who's done a fantastic job this season, getting himself to 3rd position. Zazu for the House of Kudu. Stands at 70 kg, weighs 70 kg, I beg your pardon. Stands at 5 foot 10 inches with a reach of 6. His striking hand is the right fist, and this season has done fantastic well to have 3 wins and 1 loss. Zazu fighting for House Kudu. And his opponent, Shaban, from the state of Jigawa, stands at 5 foot 11, weighs 75 kg, with 3 wins and 1 loss this season. Fighting for Ban, who made it to the super fight last season. Gave Ramadan a run for his money. Unfortunately, lost that one, but this season we've seen him put up fantastic performances. In Kano, in Nasarawa.
Welcome to Mario. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
And off we go, Shaban versus Zazu.
Zai. Wallahi Zai. Subhanallah. Wallahi la Zai. Allah Zai.
Both of them equally matched this season. But Zazu is in 3rd and Shaban is in 2nd place. Yet to take any action. Both fighters are measuring each other. As you know, in Dambe Warriors, if for a full minute, or a full round rather, nobody strikes, they both get a yellow card. So they must have that at the back of their minds. Zazu yet to make any form of attack. Shaban as well. Some form of engagement, but nothing. And there we go. The card comes out. Both of the fighters are yet to throw a strike, and now they have both been carded. Now that spurs them into action as we see Zazu trying to make something of this situation. He lunges there. Zazu doesn't quite connect as Shaban is too quick for him. Shaban tries to catch him, but Zazu moves out of the way. 13 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Zazu versus Shaban in this bout here in the middleweight category, as we see Shaban. But unfortunately, it is the end of round 1. Shaban versus Zazu, and no points to each party.
Godiya ga sarkin yamma, wallahi sarkin yamma na Ibada. Mr. Mario, Dambe Warriors.
Taking a look at the replay there. Little or no action in this first round. We hope to see something completely different in the second. And straight we go into the second round as we see Shaban getting knocked over by Zazu, and the foot comes out. Shaban is very well known for his foot. Zazu making things difficult for the last year's finalists. Shaban lunges in, they both throw the overhead lunge, but it doesn't quite connect yet. The fans must be getting eager and excited to see what they know now. Shaban lunging there into Zazu, but Zazu does well to evade that. The kick there from Shaban, but doesn't quite connect. He's gonna have to push Zazu in, don't you think? Zazu lunges, both these fighters seem evenly matched, but there has to be a winner. Zazu I think there's a bit too much respect between two of these fighters. They know what they're both capable of, and that's why they're yet to attack strongly. Zazu, you go green. Zazu, very enigmatic. Got a nickname after the very popular musical artist Portable. Shaban trying to make something of, but unfortunately that, as we prepare for round 3, Shaban in second place up against Zazu, who is in third. And the referee brings season 3 underway. Zazu advancing there, falls back to the ground as Shaban tries to return the favor. Another kick again, yet another kick. Zazu hasn't found a response to Shaban's kicks. And Shaban is taking every advantage of that. A nice grapple as the referee separates, but then the fight goes on. Shaban throwing himself into that punch, but doesn't quite connect. Zazu as well. Zazu looking for an in. Suddenly runs, but we can see that there's a technicality he's trying to perfect, but Shaban is just looking him dead straight in the eyes, trying to land as much kicks and blows that he can. Shaban still yet to make any form of meaningful contact. Still no action here. They can still get the card. Nothing doing from both of these fighters, who are wary, very eager to make into the super fight. But unfortunately, it would only be the top 2 in each category. Zazu right there, taunting his opponents as he throws himself into it. Kind of set a prayer and just lunged himself into the punch. And he got some good ones away. Still moving around, but nothing. The last round here, Zazu and Shaban. A couple seconds left on the clock. And a decision. So we're going to go for a sudden death, which means an extra round. And here we go, one more round to determine who wins in this round. Zazu versus Shaban, both from House Kudu, both wearing red. One's very good with his feet, the other can taunt you with all of his body, as we see Zazu throw a lunge there, an overhead lunge, and now it's buckle for buckle, band for band, aims for aims. These two are throwing themselves at it, but nothing doing, nothing connecting, just about. One more round, but little action still. There's got to be a winner after this. Zazu and Shaban. Shaban advancing now, grappling on his opponent, but the referee comes and separates, and the reset now is Shaban versus Zazu. Zazu looks like he's about to go in again. Throwing himself into that one, but doesn't connect to Shaban. Another nice kick there from Shaban, but Zazu's still on his feet. A stalemate in the eyes of these fighters as they clean the sweat off their palms, try and make sense of it. Shaban versus Zazu. And that is the end of the extra round. There's got to be a winner this time around. We're looking at the highlights there. You can see exactly what Zazu's strategy was, just to throw it, give it all he's got. And he did just that. Shaban able to evade some of the attacks. Some he couldn't, just because of the fierceness, but you can just love. There's no way that you wouldn't love Zazu. The fans here in the Gidan Dambe are very expectant to know who won that match. Highly contested, Zazu versus Shaban.
bayan turmi ɗaya har guda hudu da aka fafata tsakanin Sha'aban da Zazu, wanda a farko an samu wato kunnen doki, yanzu ko bayan an dawo fafatawa ta nuna cewa Zazu ya samu maki 112, Sha'aban a nashi bangaren ya samu maki 114. Sha'aban ya yi nasara akan Zazu.
Shaban has just been announced the winner of this very highly contested battle, much to the disappointment of Zazu.
Shaban kai nasara akan Zazu duk da kun fito daga bangare daya. Iya kake ji dan naga yakin ba dauki shi wasa.
To assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Na farko dai na gode wa Allah subhanahu wataala da ya ban nasara akan wannan wasa. Gaskiya ina cikin matakar farin ciki, ina farin ciki, na gode wa Allah subhanahu wataala. Masoyanmu da kuke ba da haɗin kai kuke zuwa kallo a koda yaushe muna muku fatan alkhairi. Allah mai da kowa gidan shi lafiya. Muna muku fatan alkhairi, mun gode sosai.
Me hakan ka ga wani albishi zaka yi kudawa wannan cewa kai zaka tafi final kenan ko
in Allah ya da wannan champion din wancan season 2 na je ban samu nasara ba. In Allah ya da wannan kuma ni ne da nasara da ikon bizinlahi in Allah ya da.
Muna gode.
Na gode.
As we move into the heavyweights now, Dan Yellow Tula up against Ali Kanin Belo. Yellow Tula just joining the league this season after Dogon Shamsu was disqualified.
Dan Yellow Tula.
Dan Yellow Tula has just been announced, ladies and gentlemen, for our first bout in the heavyweight category. Dan Yellow Tula stands at 6 foot, weighs 77 kg, 0 wins and 1 loss as he's just coming to the league this season very late. Strikes with his right hand. I beg your pardon, with his left hand. His opponent, Ali Kanin, the Beast Belo. Stepping into the ring, Ali Kanin Belo is from Zamfara State, stands at 5'8", weighs 104 kg, with a win record of 2 wins and 2 losses this season. We saw him take down Dogo Metakwasara last time out. Ali Kanin, the Beast Belo. His dominant hand is the left hand, Ali Kanin Belo.
Wallahi jihar Kano, wallahi jihar Kano Zamfara, wallahi mu kana wanda bo gashe kadan yalo, gashe kadan yalo na Kano, la illallahu Jamus bata kasa.
And off we go.
Gashe kadan yalan Jamus. Ga damban nan za a taka tsakanin Zamfara da jihar Kano.
Round 1 on the way. Dan Yellow Tula up against Ali Kanin Belo. 1 loss for Daniel Otula, who's just coming into the ring, and now he's thrown into the deep end with the Sharks. Ali Kanin Belo looking to return to the super fight, but currently he is in 3rd place, so he's got to get a favorable result today to make it into that top 2 position. Daniel Otula is aware of Ali Kanin Belo's antics. Ali Kanin Belo also knows a bit about Daniel Otula from the promotionals last season. No action yet from these 2 fighters, as Daniel Otula seemed to have reported a technical foul. Ali Kanin Belo now looking at Danielo like a predator looks at a prey. Daniel Otula, very aware of the situation he is in, allows himself to be caught in, and that is the end of round 1. Little or no action in that round, as we hope for something better in round 2. Preparing now for round 2. And off we go for round 2. Daniel Otula versus Ali Kanimbelo. Saw no action in round 1, but they will be looking to bring some, and that's exactly what we're seeing there. Both from House Jamus. That Yellow Tula looks like a little kid in the size of Ali Kanimbelo, and you can see Ali Kanimbelo's strategy. The crowd now cheering for Daniel Otula, who looks like the underdog here. Ali Kanimbelo can't seem to land a punch, but Daniel Otula is all over the place, trying to escape the grip of the beast. A lot of running now being done by Daniel Otula, who just needs to stay alive in this round. Seems like Ali Kanimbelo is just taunting his prey. Falls to the ground now. You can tell that it's a bit of friendly fire here. Daniel Otula looks so scared, and as he should be. Ali Kanimbelo weighs 104 kg. Daniel Otula only 77. And you can see the thorough fear in Daniel Otula's eyes. Even without getting contact, you can tell that there's just no way Daniel Otula is trying to make something of it. But at least he can give it a bet, he can give it a shot. As we see again, Ali Kanimbelo going for the grip. Uppercut there by Daniel Otula, who's trying for a body shot. But the referee ends that round. And Daniel Otula is doing his best to stay alive in this round. A packed arena here in Alabarago, Gidan, Dambe, Lagos State. Circuit Fight 15. Season 3 of Dambe Warriors, the ultimate circuit fight. Before we move on to our promotionals and our super fights later in Abuja. If you've been following us so far, we thank you and appreciate you. Big shout out to all our sponsors: Bet Niger, Hero Hunter, Infinite Power, Trace, ICO Insurance, Hypo, Power Oil, and of course, the fights are proudly powered by Cloud9 Sports. The first bout of the heavyweight category, Daniel Otula versus Ali Kanimbelo. And after those first 2 rounds, you can tell that there is a disparity in energy, in size, but it is what Dambe brings you. You can be the underdog and still pull off something spectacular. And just as we saw in the first 2 rounds, Daniel Otula is still evading Ali Kanimbelo, who seems bent on just grabbing his opponent, and he does. Daniel Otula rushes, but Ali Kanimbelo can't seem to get that shot off. You can see Daniel Otula is throwing all his gut at Kanimbelo, but just isn't enough. One minute, 21 seconds left on the clock.
Knockout, 50,000. Knockout, 100,000. Knockout, yellow. Yellow knockout.
Daniel Otula just about staying alive in this bout against Ali Kanin, the Beast Belo. Both of them from House Jamus, so that is a conflict of interest, but still opponents on the day. And just by the sheer face, Daniel Otula giving it another shot, retaliation by Ali Kanimbelo.
shi a ciki. Eh.
32 seconds left on the clock. Ali Kanin Bello just about looking at how to conquer these small rats. But Daniel Otula still in the game, still on his feet, still standing, still breathing. Goes for a grab there. 2 seconds left on the clock.
250. Knockout. 250.
And that is the end of that.
a 3 round na damban da aka fafata tsakanin ɗan yalan tula da alƙarin bello maki shine haka ɗan yalan tula ya samu maki 86 alƙarin bello ya samu maki 87 alƙarin bello is the winner.
Ali Kanin Bello just been announced as the winner.
Ali kai nasara akan dan yalan tula duk da wasu na ganin cewa kila wasan bai basu daɗi yadda kake so ba gida da gida ne ya kake ji.
To assalamu alaikum yan kallo ko da gurgurun mada ina wa Allah godiya ba wani abu duk wanda ya san ne ya san arewa ni ba taba keja da daunin bai ba ban taba ba wallahi in kuma mutum ya taba gani ya hodi ba na keja wallahi ni ba taba yin keja ba don haka ina wa Allah godiya wanga na Allah na bin ba don haka ina wa Allah godiya Allah ka ba ni nasara ga wasan ta gaba ina muku fatan alkhairi.
To muna godiya.
Now, second fight 15 heavyweight second bout is between Garkuwan Dute and Dogo Metakwasara. Dogo Metakwasara is currently the heavyweight champion, but he's in 4th place. Devastating result for him so far.
Garkuwan Dute. Garkuwan Dute.
Garkuwa Dute weighs 79 kg, 5'11" with a reach of 6 foot. Strikes with his left foot, also known as the Smiling Warrior.
Introducing to the ring, Dogo Metakwasara.
And his opponent, the diminutive Dogo Metakwasara. Dogo Metakwasara, who we saw get knocked out last time out by Ali Kanin Bello, will be looking for a revenge. Will be looking to get back to win.
Round one.
And off we go, Dogo Metakwasara versus Garkuwa Dute. They were last year's finalists, so they know each other very well. Garkuwa Dute of House Kudu, Metakwasara of House Gurumara. "30 seconds already gone in this round. We yet to see any formidable action." Dogo Metakwasara looking intently at his opponent. About a minute gone, and yet no strike from each of the fighters. The last time these two fought, Metakwasara came out on top. Season 1 finalists, actually. Season 1, Garkuwa Dutse and Metakwasara were finalists. But this season, they both, by their standards, have been in bad form. 30 seconds left in this round 1. As we see Metakwasara throw the first punch, doesn't quite connect. Dutse all over the place now, trying to find the right angle to take it, as Metakwasara uses that long reach to get Dutse in the mouth. Grapples onto his arm, and Dutse is able to wriggle free. Very, very wary of his opponent. He's got a very long reach. The whistle goes for the end of round 1. Wonderful, wonderful fight there. And off we go for round 2. 1 win and 3 losses for Garkuwa Dutse this season. Trying to make something of himself. Hopefully he doesn't get relegated as he lunges in. Metakwasara catches the arm, but Dutse wriggles free and tries to reset. 30 seconds gone in this round. Garkuwa Dutse effectively now holding the reach of Metakwasara. That's the left arm of Metakwasara, but we know that that long man can try, and he tries, but he's knocked to the ground, much to the cheers of the fans. Quickly gets back up. Garkuwa Dutse. Told you, Metakwasara's reach is very, very potent. You have to be wary of that. Garkuwa Dutse now aware of what devastating damage Metakwasara can cause. 27 seconds left on the clock as we see these two professionals battle deep into the evening. Garkuwa Dutse must look for a strategy that allows him hit Metakwasara without getting hit himself, as we saw Ali Kanimbelo do last time out. Must deflect an attack and then immediately counter. As he tries to do that again, but doesn't quite work out. That is the end of round 2.
Round 3. Dumbo Warriors. 3 seasons. Mario. Dumbo Warriors.
We can see in that replay exactly what Metakwasara is capable of. Strong jab to the back of the head, overhead lunge.
Knockout, 50,000. Dumbo Warriors.
If you come at Metakwasara, you better not miss. He's got a very long reach. He can reach you from all the way there. And that punch, that right hand, has some venom in it. As we prepare for round 3 now, Dutse really has to turn it up, has to do something spectacular to get something out of this match. Garkuwa Dutse has to be wary of his strategy in this 3rd round. Yet no action from these two in this third round, similar to what happened in the first round. Maybe, just maybe, they're devising new strategies. I reckon that Dutse is the one that has to be careful, because if he goes all blazing like he did in round two, he's just going to get knocked out. And now you can see in his eyes trying to find the right way to attack. With a little feint and a little dummy, Metakwasara seems locked in. "21 seconds left on this round three. Metakwasara has gotten enough contact to maybe win this bout, but you can see that Dutse just doesn't want to give up as he throws himself again. He's got to be very careful when he does that, and exactly, I'm sure that's what's on his mind. But that round has just come to an end, and with that, we await the results from the judges.
Da Dogo Metakwasara ke da maki 86. Dogo Metakwasara is the winner.
Just as predicted, Dogo Metakwasara has won that bout. He was more attacking, landed more punches with the damage. You could see Garkuwa Dutse struggling to get something going, but just wasn't enough. Dogo Metakwasara using his strengths, his long reach, his potent punch to his advantage, and with that, able to dominate Garkuwa Dutse. Ladies and gentlemen, with all our bouts today, I want to do a quick recap. The lightweight division, we saw...
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Wannan wasan dama dai muna yin sa ba ɗaya ba biyu ba uku ba. Yau da gobe ba abin da ya bari. Gaskiya ne alhamdulillahi mun samu abin da muke nema a harkar wasan kamfanin Warriors. Ba abin da zamu cewa Allah dai sa albarka, Allah ya ƙara ma kamfani albarka. Allah ya tsare ta da mahasada mu da muke cikin ta, Allah ya kare mu da mahasada manya ko kanana. Mun gode ma Allah, mun gode ma wannan kamfani. Ko muna jin daɗin wasan sosai. Iya gwargwado alhamdulillahi, na gode. Allah ya sa kowa ya zo lafiya ya koma lafiya gidansa. Ina yi ma kowa godiya, ban bar kowa ba, yaro da babba, alhamdulillahi. Haza wassalam.
Mun gode. Thank you very much, Dogo Metakwasara. I'm moving to Kebbi State, introducing a fighter standing at 5.5 feet, weighing 64 kg, who has 2 wins and 2 losses. He's fighting from the house of Gurumada. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing Garkuwan Chindo.
And straight into the main event. Yarmage, one of the contenders for the lightweight division main event. You can see him.
Mage!
Yarmage, also known as the Little Kitten. Stepping into the ring against his opponent, Manu Garkuwan Chindo. Yarmage weighs 62 kg, strikes with his right hand, and this season has a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Really done well for himself. As someone known as the Little Kitten, is on the way to go to the super fight again. And off we go. Round 1 of our main event. Manu Garkuwan Chindo against Yarmage. Yarmage of House Kudu. Chindo of House Kurumara. And you can see straight into the action. They're going, landing the punches. Yarmage able to land 2 jabs. Again, another jab. Early action. High intense match. It's first versus second. Yarmage versus Chindo. Chindo's fighting here to make into the super final, but even also to get the bragging rights as he takes jab after jab to the face, hitting Yarmage with body shots, much to the cheering of the fans here in the stadium, in the arena, I beg your pardon. Got carried away by stadium. Manu Garkuwan Chindo now with a nice grip on Yarmage, but they've been reset. Just about 58 seconds gone in this round 1. Manu is not letting up. Like I said, been in great form this season and showing exactly why he's in second place. It's not a fluke at all. Giving Yarmage a run for his money, but Yarmage, very, very formidable fighter. Very quick, very strong. Maybe doesn't look like it, but he is very, very skillful and talented. Manu Garkuwan Chindo, again locking arms with Yarmage. Body shot there, strong body shot, just another one by Manu. Seems determined to stand, finish this fight. Blocks off another one, advances against Yarmage. It's got Yarmage's back to the wires now. Four seconds left in round 1. Very, very high, intense round as Yarmage yet again throws all he's got. But that is the end of round 1. And what a round it was. Fantastic, fantastic from both fighters, Yarmage and Manu Garkuwan Chindo, showing us exactly why this bout is a main event. Looking back at the replay, you can see how both of these fighters were not letting up, giving it all they've got. What a shot there by Manu. Taking jab to the face, but still standing. Not at all letting Yarmage's former wins or current form deter him. Manu Garkuwan Chindo has been really impressive this season, I must say. But of course, he's going up against the current champion, Yarmage, and currently in first place. Bobbing and weaving feints there again, just as we ended round 1. But now we can see Yarmage throwing his opponent. Advance after advance. Missed jab there, but Yarmage still on his feet. And Garkuwan Chindo allowing himself now get roped into Yarmage, but coming back strong. The focus is really necessary here, as both of these fighters equally matched, in great form. I must say, I am really impressed by Manu Garkuwan Chindo, who again tries to go for the uppercut. But Yarmage too quick for him. Lands a jab though, another jab to the chest of Yarmage. Manu Garkuwan Chindo locks arm with his opponents. Straight jab there by Yarmage, doesn't quite connect. Manu Garkuanchindo had a chance, hesitated for a quick second and then lost it. The fans are on the edge of their seats as they love what they're seeing. This is the best of Dambe Warriors that we're watching, witnessing live here at the Alabarago. Gidan Dambe as again Manu tries to launch a grapple here. You can see some form of bruises on both the fighters. I think Manu's ear is bruised and Yarmage maybe has a bruised lips, as you can see him parched, looking for some water now. He gets it. And it's really been very intensive match. Watching the replay back, you see the jab straight from Yarmage. And a retaliation there from Manu Garkuanchindo. Goes for the uppercut. Really, really good. Jab after jab, lunge after lunge. Nobody's going for the ground and pound here. All of them, we've seen earlier, trying to fake some move, but these two are going directly at it. Round 3, main event, Yarmage versus Chindo. Intense lock, fist, focus 100%. Heart beats 1,000 per minute as we see Yarmage throwing that wicked left punch as Manu Garkuanchindo tries to deflect it. The referee separates the grapple. Manu again lunging, misses, and Yarmage hits him with a counter-attack. Another lunge again. Manu's got to be careful because you don't want to go at Yarmage and miss too many times. Yarmage now connecting 2 jabs. But Manu's still on his feet as they grab onto each other. Manu throws him. "36 seconds left on the clock in this round 3. It's been a really intensive encounter. Both of the Warriors giving it 100%. It's been beautiful to watch. Tough to call who's going to go home as the winner tonight. 18 seconds left. Manu Garkuanchindo fighting for a place to cement himself in that super fight. Super final looks like it's going to be a repeat of this two. In the lightweight division, as we see Manu Garkuanchindo again trying to grapple, but Yarmage wriggles his way out. And that is the end of round 3. Wonderful, wonderful performance by these two. They gave it all they got. You can see the spirit of sportsmanship. They're both smiling. Exciting encounter here. What a punch. Yarmage very lightning quick with his punches. You blink and it's 2-3 jabs. But then Manu Garkuanchindo's done well to stand his ground, not waver in the face of the attacks, and regrouped very quickly. I'm interested to see just how the judges score this bout.
Gurbaloli suna fada a junansu. Gurbala suna fada a junansu. Gurbala na fada a junansu. Gurbala na fada ba su jin kunya. Ba su jin kunya. Gurbaloli alƙalin Bello hada su fada, dan mage hada su fada, dan mage hada su fada. To, ka gani ko? Ba su da kunya wallahi. To, ina security. Ta, ina security.
Yar mage daga bangaren kudu, Madu daga Cindo daga bangaren kudu mada. Sakamakon ne kamar haka, kamar yadda alƙalin wasa suka ce, yar mage na da maki 84, Manu na da maki 87, Manu winner.
And in a shocking turn of events, Manu Garkuwan Chindo has just been announced as the winner of this bout. You see, to the disbelief of Yarmage, some of the fans are in disagreements with that result, and they are letting their opinions known by throwing projectiles to the ring.
Introducing the next fighter from Kano State, standing at 6.1 feet and weighing 71 kg, a record of 3 wins and 1 loss, fighting from the house of Jamus, introducing Dogo Messi. Dogo
And straight
Messi.
to the second fight of the main event, Dogon Messi, weighing 71 kg, fighting for the House of Kudu. Dogon Messi. Dogon Messi fights for the House of Jamus. Stands at 6'1", 6 foot 1 inch, weighs 71 kg. And this season has been a formidable form. 3 wins and 1 loss. Dogon Messi.
Ladies
Looks
and
to be
gentlemen,
swagged up as well. The drip is
open.
evident.
From Kano State, standing at 5.10 feet and weighing 72 kg, having 2 wins and 2 losses, fighting from the house of the same Jamus. Ladies and gentlemen, is Ramadan Garba Ramadan. Ramadan Garba Ramadan.
His opponent, fans' favorite, Ramadan Garba from Kano State, standing at 5 foot 10 inch, weighing 72 kg, having 2 wins and 2 losses. A bad season for Ramadan by his own standard. Back-to-back middleweight champion, but this season is currently languishing in 4th place. You see him in the middle of your screens there, strikes with his right hand. You can never write him off though.
Ramadan
Once a champion,
ya samu matsala a hannu,
always a
kuma kamar yadda
champion.
sauran wasanni suka gabata tsakanin Bahagon Zayyanu da shi da wato Altan Kudawa. Yanzu za mu ce wato Dogon Messi shi ma ya samu technical knockout akan wato Ramadan, da haka Ramadan an yi nasara akan shi ta hannun Dogon Messi sakamakon rauni da ya samu kamar yadda aka saba.
By technicality, because of an injury, Dogon Messi has automatically been announced as the winner of this fight. And now we go to our ultimate, the last fight of the day, the main event in the heavyweight category. Yahaya Tarasa versus Garkuwa Yasanda. Yahaya
State,
Tarasa.
standing at 5.10 feet and weighing 77 kg with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. From the house of Gurumada, we are introducing Yahayan Tarasa. Yahayan Tarasa.
Yahaya Tarasa getting introduced into the ring. Our main event, the last fight of today. Yahaya Tarasa hails from Kebbi State. Stands at 5 foot 10 inches. This season has been great for him. I call him the policeman. Fights very clean, fights like a very principled man, and knocks out his opponents just about so. Yahaya Tarasa fighting for the house of Gurumada.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing another fighter from Plateau State, standing at 6.2 kg feet and weighing 78 kg, with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss, fighting from the house of Jamus, is Garkuam Bahagway Ansanda. Alasan. Garkuam Bahagway Ansanda.
And his opponent, Bahagan Yansanda, getting introduced now. Yansanda hails from Plateau State. Stands at 6 foot 2 inches, weighing 78 kg. And this season has 3 wins and 1 loss. Very, very great for a warrior that just got into the season. Both of these fighters currently first and second in the heavyweights, going up against each other. Newcomers into Dambe Warriors, and they've done just about great for themselves.
Round 1.
And off we go. Yasanda versus Tarasa. Quickly in the round, we can see Tarasa advancing with a wonderful jab there. Nice punch, quickly thrown. Yasanda still standing, trying to distract his opponent now with a hand to the face. Tactic that is very much employed in Dambe Warriors. Dambe Warriors goes back to the 10th century in northern Nigeria. It's come a long way to become a staple sport now in the modern era, as we see Yansanda getting pummeled by Tarasa. Yet another blow, hand to the neck now. Yansanda still standing, evades the attack. Both of these fighters can smell blood. Connecting punch there from Yansanda. This is just a repeat of what we saw between Yarmage and Manu. Pound for pound, M for M, band for band. These two fighters are going up against each other. You don't even see where the time's gone. 50 seconds left in round 1 as we see Yansanda throw another punch and connecting with the face of Tarasa there. Tarasa is doing well to stay engaged. Now he's wary of his opponent. Yansanda affirming his strength, his potency in this fight. Yansanda's got to come up with something just above average to take down Yansanda. Yansanda is on the right side of your screen and Tarasa is on the left, in case you're just tuning in. 14 seconds left on the clock in this heavyweight main event, CF15, Circuit Fight 15, Season 3 of Dambe Warriors. 2 seconds left on the clock as we see Yansanda again aiming for another punch that he connects with, holding Yansanda as the whistle goes. Yansanda is saved by the whistle, much to the cheering of the fans here in Alabarago, Gidan, Dambe. Wonderful exchange of athleticism, wonderful exchange of punches and technical ability. See that again in slow-mo, and you can just see how technically gifted both these fighters are. Quick thinking, sharp reflexes, strong punches. The arena is bouncing now. The fans are cheering. Everyone. And off we go, round 2. For our main event, Yahaya Tarasa of House Gurumada versus Bahagan Yansanda, House Jamus. Both this season have 3 wins and 1 loss each. Jab after jab as Yansanda throws, nothing connects. Tarasa retaliates, doesn't quite connect as well. Feinting and bobbing and weaving and body checking from both of them. They're going straight for the kill. There's no messing around. They're not mucking about. Yasanda taunting his opponent there. Love to see it. 1 minute, 5 seconds left in this round 2 as we see Tarasa throw a slicing punch that doesn't quite connect. Yasanda again connects to the back of the head of Tarasa. The crowd loving the cheer loudly for Yasanda. Another connecting punch again from Yasanda. Whoa, you just gotta love Dambe Warriors. You just gotta see yet another punch. Oh my word, Yasanda is in great form. And the hat is still on the head. Wow, wonderful. 30 seconds left in this round 2. Yasanda is now the crowd's favorite. Tarasa must be thinking of ways to get his punches in, to get his points in. Yasanda is not letting up at all. Eyes locked on Tarasa. The policeman is taking a beating. Another grapple. The referee comes to the rescue. And that is the end of round 2. Very, very, very interesting. You can see that the crowd here agree. Energy's up. Both fighters giving us exactly what we want to see. But Yasanda really took the day in this round 2. Tarasa threw himself in it, but couldn't quite get those connecting punches. But Yasanda was able to get not 1, not 2, about 3 of them. That's got to count for something. As we look at the slow-mo of this fight, it's very, very much intense. To see the punches coming thick and fast. Yasanda connecting, but Tarasa also doing so much that it's hard to pick just who would come out on top in this one. But that round 2 was all Yasanda. Yahaya Tarasa on the left side of your screen versus Bahagan Yansanda in this Circuit Fight 13 main event. Both of them now very locked in. This round is the round that takes it all. It's the last round. The arena is dead quiet. Everyone's trying to see just who comes out on top. The hat has come off Yasanda's head now, finally. You can see the hairstyle he's sporting. Tarasa, wary of his opponent now. Both hands locked in. The non-fighting fists locked in. You can see Yasanda in a karate stance, ready to strike. Yasanda as well. Tarasa, I beg your pardon. Tarasa throws a punch, doesn't quite connect. Yasanda retaliates the same. Advancing by Tarasa, lunges for an attack but doesn't connect. Oh, another punch. Another taunt there from Yasanda. You can see he's mocking it now. He's mocking his opponent. Missed uppercut there by Tarasa. Much to the cheering of the fans. Tarasa must be boiling on the inside, trying to just knock this guy to the ground. 13 seconds left on the clock in this main event. The last one for today's show, as both of them come to a standstill. 2 seconds left, and it's just about wonderful, wonderful event to look forward to. I want to see what the referees and the judges think at the end of this very entertaining, very engaging, very intense bout. Round 3 was a bit laid back, but round 2 was, my word. I almost swore. I almost used the F word now because that's how good it was. Dambe Warriors, the most sought after combat sports. You can see the best of it here. Yasanda versus Tarasa. Even with the taunting, even with the mocking, it is so entertaining. Oh my word, what a fighter Yasanda is. The policeman couldn't quite tame this guy.
Kamar da gani fafatawa turmi ɗaya har guda uku tsakanin yayin Tarasa da shi da garkuwar bahagon 'yan sanda Alasan, wanda sakamakon wasan shine kamar haka. Yayin Tarasa na da maki 81, yayin da garkuwar bahagon 'yan sanda ke da maki 89. Garkuwar bahagon 'yan sanda win.
Yansanda has just been announced as the winner. You can see in the spirit of sportsmanship, both fighters hugging each other. It was a wonderful, wonderful, amazing, intensive fight. And yeah, a lot of the fans are happy with this result because we expected that to be a win for Yasanda, and he has just won. He is saluting the fans, taunting everybody. Even has to be pulled now to get an interview out of him. But what a fighter Bahagan Yasanda is.
Garkuwa bahagon 'yan sanda Alasan, kai nasara akan yayin Tarasa. Dama kun taɓa damba da shi?
Korau ba dan baya ba ɗaya ba, dan ban mana wajen 5 ne da shi na ga wannan.
Yau kai nasara akan shi, iya kake ji?
A nasara dama kullum mu Allah na bamu, kuma ita kullum muke roƙa dan burau. Ni ai ba haka na so a dan ban ba, wallahi so ne ina ga ma akashi ana kanikanci, amma ka sa abin da Allah ya yi. Dukkan da yadda Allah ya yi zaka kasance haka zaka tashi. Haka ma ina matukar godewa Allah da na samu ne nasara.
Da ka so ka ce a tashi ana kanikanci, wato knockout. Yaya baka tsammace shi ya dan yi haza, ya dan yi kwazo kenan ko goya?
A ya dan yi kwazo, amma ya ga kwazo.
Kuma kai ma an kana gudu.
Na gudu, lissafin dan bace, in baka iya mata bace ma dan fatar durin uwa.
Muna godiya sosai.
Ba wai iyayen gidan mu kudu da arewa ku ci gaba da taya mu da addu'a. Allah da kullun zamu ringa sa ku nishadi, kuna jin dadin mu. Dan ba fada bace, wasa ce ko ba haka ba. Wata ran labari in yau kai ne ba gobe ba kai bane, wata ran ba za ka yi ba.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we come to the end. Thank you very much. And here we come to the end of Circuit 515 here in Lagos State. On behalf of Dambe Warriors crew, I remain Abubakar Adam Funtua. See you next time.
A big thank you to all our fans in the Dambe universe. Thank you very much for checking us out. This has been our show, Circuit Fight 15 in the Alabarago Gidan Dambe. My name is Kolamide. Thank you for tuning in, all our fans on YouTube, on Facebook, and watching from AIT. It is the most sought after combat sports in all of Africa. Dambe Warriors. See you at the promotionals in 3 weeks, and then the super fight is in Abuja. Don't forget, you can follow us on all our social media platforms: X, Facebook, Instagram, and of course TikTok. It's Dambe Warriors. You can follow me, KOLAMIDE_. See you next time. Good night.